gardening friends. How are you today? I hope all is well with you. Well, it is so good to be here with you on this Wednesday. Yes, it is what? The first Wednesday? No. I'm trying to get this so that it's, yeah. So it's so good to be here with you. I hope all is well with you. And I am excited about talking about some of the activities that we can possibly do while we are waiting. And it has been kind of wet and dreary here in the Northeast. So it has been inconsistent, my ability to get out and garden. Yesterday happened to be a beautiful day, but today it's just rainy and drizzly, and so it has made it very hard to even think about going out into the garden. So I'm glad that I got a lot of work done. Outside yesterday, some cleanup, some gathering, some harvesting of my kale and also my collards. And it was nice just puttering around in the garden. But today, because of the fact that it's rainy and wet and damp and cold and I don't want to be out there, I was thinking of what kind of activities, what can I be doing? Because my heart is really in my garden. My garden is my therapy. That's my place where I want to be. But I can't do that. So I thought about it. If I'm going through this process of thinking about the garden and longing to do something that's garden, oriented or activity, then what about you, my gardening friends, that you're probably feeling the same way I am, even though we're getting ready for Christmas and putting out our decor and so forth, but still our hearts are in the garden. That's where you go to relax and to sit back and just watch the birds flying around and doing those different things. So I see someone has popped up. Hello to everyone. And come and join us in the chat and let us have a conversation. Hello, Sonia. How are you? I am doing well. You'll be listening. Okay, no problem. It is so good to know that you're there. Hello, Beverly. Good evening, Miss Catherine. I'm here. Hi, Sonia. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you are here. And I'm just thinking about, well, what kind of things, what kind of activities can we get involved in that we can do that can keep us connected to the garden, but also that we can give ourselves a chance to rest. Hello, Darlene Brown. How are you? Hi, Darlene. How are you? I hope all is well with you. I'm glad that you could come and join. Come on into the chat. I see that there are other people as well that are watching. Come on in and at least say hello. Um, yes, hi everyone. My donut here that I have here is glistening on the glass. I was trying to give myself more light, and instead you are getting reflection. So let me kind of shift that a little bit and come back to you so that we're not getting that glare from the on my glasses. That should make it a little bit better, hopefully. Is that no? It does not want to. Let's see if I do it this way. Oh, that seems like it's even worse. Oh, wait a moment. Let me see if I can turn it around. Oh, much better, much better. All right, all right. Because it was reflecting, the donut was reflecting on my glasses, and it was making kind of odd there. But good to see you all. Yeah. So who's in the chat? Come on in the chat, everybody. Sonia's in the chat. She said she's gonna be listening. Garden, Zarmi, Beverly. Hello, Darlene is here. Hey there, everyone. Francesca, Oh, your home looks great and ready for the Christmas season. Yes, I'm working on it, Francesca. Deborah, hi, good evening. I didn't get to say it, but I would love to get some pumpkin seeds. I watched the replay from last week. Okay, I'll send you out. I'll send you out some, darling. Um, Howdy, Deborah. Yes. Hello to everyone. Deborah, did you get your seeds? I did mail out some seeds. Deborah sent an email and told me that she wanted some, and I sent her some seeds. Did you get the seeds, Deborah? I hope so. Yes. So today, I was just thinking about all of the different activities. I love being out in the garden. And as you can see, yes, I have been working on decorating the home. I think I did that yesterday, the day before. And you did. Good. And so, yes, but then today, I actually went outside yesterday in the garden. Hello, G Mama Grows. By the way, I got to stop and tell everybody that you have made your 1,000 subscribers, and we salute you. We say, yay for G Mama Grows. She made her 1,000. Yes, congratulations. And you did in good rapid time. That was wonderful. So if you have not subscribed to G Mama Grows, then you need to subscribe to her channel. She is a true gardener. Yes, she is. And she is great for this topic. Having her on for this topic is wonderful because she has an indoor garden and she has a grow area in her home where she's growing different trees, fruit trees. I think she has a lemon tree. You have a lemon tree and other different trees and things. And she is definitely a container gardener. So for her, gardening is just a natural part of who she is. So I'm so glad that she has decided to start her channel, and she's fancy. She's not like me. Mine's an ordinary video, just mild and calming, but hers is full of flash and excitement. So make sure you go and join her channel and give her some love and support. Subscribe to her channel. Yeah, and I just, yeah, so we are so happy. And that's really great when you all step out and gain some courage and decide that you're going to showcase what you're doing. That's a wonderful thing, especially if you're doing great things and new things in your garden. I'm happy you enjoy my vlogs, Miss Catherine. Yes, I do, G Mama Grows. I do enjoy them. And because they're informative as well. And I see your efforts. It's really good. And then I know you from, of course, your participation here. So I feel connected. I feel that community spirit, that support. And I feel like you were helping me to learn and to grow too. So I am excited about what you are doing on your channel. And I know you also have other communities that you join, other gardening people that you're a part of. And you have been very supportive of them. So it's our time now to give back to you. Oh, you're watching the, yeah. So Deborah is really, she's already kind of hit on some of the things that I wanted to talk about. Well, what are you going to do until the new gardening catalogs come in the mail? What are you going to do until we really start to get into that gardening flow? Have you transitioned? What are you doing now as you wait? Because there is that little lull in between before we start winter sowing or bottle sowing, and there's that kind of lull where we're cleaning up the garden. We've harvested, we've done all of that, and we have about, like, I would say these next 3 or 4 weeks before we really get into the January. We start looking at the new seed catalogs for 2023 coming in and signing up for them and getting our seeds together. As I told you, I went to Ocean Job Lot and they had seeds out 40%, which I need to go back and check. It wasn't in my mindset for it. But now I wish I did buy more seeds. Oh, Deborah says the pumpkin seeds are going to be a part of my winter sowing in jugs. I can't wait to see if it works. Well, that would be interesting, yeah, because they usually grow. Pumpkin seeds grow in the summer. You know, I would say more the summer. I would plant the seeds more in June, well, late May in June. And then, because they love warmth and so forth. So, but you could try out some. I gave you enough of them that you could try some of them, but save some of them for later on in June as well. But you could try some with the winter sowing. But that is another topic, something that we want to look at too. But in the meantime, I'll be cleaning my pots and planning what to plant next. I've also started a couple cover crops to keep my soil covered. Yes, that is really good. Yeah, I will need to get a plan on what to start planting early. This topic makes me feel excited, especially my cold temps here. Oh, good, Francesca. I will thank you for the information. You're welcome, Deborah. Yeah, so good. I'm glad you all are interested in this. Well, I've also done some research on it too, and got some suggestions of things and activities that you could do while you wait and during this lull, this time. Of course, we are also getting ready for the holidays. People are decorating, they're planning for the different events, they're shopping, and some are doing those things. So that takes up some of your time too. But you also want to take time to rest as well. So how will you connect with nature? You know, how are you going to connect with nature? How are you going to, because the garden is like in the back of your mind. At least it's not at the forefront because we're busy doing all of the holiday things. But yet, I don't know about you, but I have that longing. Like every morning I get up and I look out the window and I look at the garden. I see what's happening. And when in front of my in my kitchen, I have my kitchen window which looks out into the garden, which looks out into the garden and the deck. And when I look out there, you know, it's like it's a tug. Because what I'm used to doing is making a cup of coffee and going out on the deck and looking at the garden and just seeing what's happening. And then I'll come back in and I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to do whatever else I have to do. But I can't do that. I could just look out at the garden. That's about it. And so all of this is a longing for the garden. We have a lot of sun that comes in from our windows that face the south. Well, that's good. You can do some indoor gardening and planting as well. But that is part of the whole thing. So what are some of the other things that you could do that can actually stretch you, help you to grow, and push you forward, and even to think more creatively for next year? Well, I was looking at some gardening activities, and it talks about different projects that one can do. And I pulled out some of the projects and things that I have done while I wait for January to come, January and February. And there is nothing, I want to also say that there is nothing wrong with embracing the slower, cozy days of winter. It's all right to relax, people. All right? It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to do a whole lot. Take a break, relax, rest, just like how your garden is resting, especially if you've already experienced snow. You know what that looks like, right? That means you really can't go out unless, of course, you're going to be shoveling. but your garden is being blanketed by snow. So it's telling you, come on, you gotta rest, gotta rest, gotta rest. Well, I'm saying that to you too, my beloved gardening friends. Do take the time to rest and to relax and to dream. This month is also a good time for dreaming, to dream about what you want to see, to dream about what you want to see in your garden. So I would actually advise that you daydream. Just take a cup of coffee, not a cup of coffee because coffee is more for being alert, but maybe some herbal tea, smell it, make some peppermint tea, smell it, close your eyes and dream about what you want. Do some daydreaming. Dream about what you want to see in your garden, in your mind. Do some imaginating. Imagine what is possible. And that is really a good thing to do, too, just to slow down and give yourself a chance to breathe. And some of the other activities that you can do is to just, even if you can, to go out into your garden and just walk around, just putter for a few minutes and come back and then write down what you are thinking, what you want for your garden. Once the catalogs come, I get spring fever. Yes, that is true with many, Francesca. We all get a little spring fever with that, with the catalog. So now that they're not here yet, we're able to relax a little bit, and you have a chance to spread and to to widen your thoughts. Think of other things that you haven't done before that are garden related, or even that you might have wanted to do in the home. So taking a break from gardening outdoors is not a bad thing. Learn something new that's not related to gardening, or that can be related to gardening, or that you may have like dried flowers or something, or making arrangements or different things that is garden related but not necessarily gardening. Maybe some other creative task or object. Maybe it's knitting. I know we have our crocheters and our knitters there, Bev, and some of the others that like to knit and crochet. Start a new project, create a new thing. Or some of you that love to sew or decorate your home, that too is an art or a skill. Interior decorating. Maybe there's a project indoors that you need to do. That's something that you can do as well. But if you are more leaning towards the gardening activities, you can review your old garden pictures taken during the season and create a collage. Well, I wanted to share with you one of the pictures that I had of my garden, and I loved it so much that I framed it. I actually printed it out and I framed it. And this is a picture of my garden. Hey, Brooke, how are you? This picture was taken about 3 years ago, and this was I would say in July, because of the fact that I have the lilies. You can see my lilies, my Casablanca lilies there. Yeah. And I took it then, and I loved this painting. The sun was shining in on the garden, and I decided that I would then blow it up and frame it. I had this beautiful frame. I found this beautiful frame, and I decided that I would put it together. And this is a picture of my garden. So that's something that you could do. I mean, you don't have to have a frame like that, but yeah, it is. It is mine. This picture is the picture of my garden, Catherine's garden. Yes. And this is, and the frame, I found this frame, and I loved the frame, and I was able then to blow up the picture, print it, and and then I have it. So I have it in my room, in my study, where I work and think and so forth, and I can look up and see my picture. Yeah, so go back and look at your pictures of your gardens and pictures that you've been taking, and choose some of them that you love, and you can print them out and create a collage, and use your own garden as your artwork, to put on your walls and to decorate your home with. So this is a really good time to go back. Now, if you have Instagram and you've been taking pictures, like on my phone, I have a lot of pictures of the season. So I will go back and look at the pictures from springtime. What did the garden look like in spring and all the way through? What did you say? Beverly said, last year I made a calendar with my garden pics. Excellent idea. Yeah, that is really a great idea. Yeah, create your own calendar with your pictures. I actually, when I was into bookmaking, I used the pictures that I had taken when I made the garden journal, my garden journal for 2022, which I need to get started and working on the garden journal for 2023. That's what I need to be doing. I took the pictures from the garden, and I used those pictures from my garden, to put in my garden journal. But you can also create your own journal, or even just sketchbook and so forth. I actually have one. If you would just give me one moment, I will be right back. I'm back. I just wanted to show. Last year, during this same time, is when I started doing activities, and I learned a new skill. I learned how to create books and so forth. And so I did this. I created my own personal journal, and this is from one of the pictures that I'd taken, of course, of a zinnia, and I call it Lady Dreamer Imagination Floral Art Journal. I have it available if you're interested in it. I think it's on the website. Yeah, but it's just a journal that I created from the pictures, and this is one of the activities that I did. And it's just a plain journal that you can write in, and it's on Amazon. But yeah, so you can learn a new skill during this time too. If you have the time, you can, take that opportunity to create. And so you can make calendars, you can create journals, you could use your artwork and your pictures and create artwork from it. And those are some of the activities. Like I did this in another journal that I had created. This is just a little book, and I've put my notes in it and everything. And I call it my imagination journal. So taking the time to just dream and create your own things. And this is a devotional that I created. I even created a devotional. This is more of a spiritual book. But I used the theme of the garden and created my own book. That's when I started just playing around with and thinking about creating. I said, well, I could do this. I went through and figured it out. But this is a time for us to learn a new skill also. And something, it could be garden related. That could be your theme. And you can create. But this is also, so review your old garden pictures, and take note of the season and what you did, and sit back and enjoy what you've done before. And then that might spur you on or give you ideas to create something new and different and help to stretch you. And I found that that was really, really good for me last year. I learned a lot. I had the energy, for some reason, it just gave me the inspiration. Looking at the pictures just gave me the inspiration to think of and do new things. Another year, what I did also was that I started painting. One of the activities that I picked up was painting. Well, I love to paint anyway, but this time I decided to create like a collage because I had some extra ornaments, and I decided that I wanted to add it to my picture here. So I added some of these ornaments, and I wanted her to be, one of those women in church, with their fancy hats and so forth. You did? You added your journal to your Christmas wish list? I need to go and hurry up, get that journal together, 2023, so that you could get it. Oh, yes, Deborah, thank you for saying that. That will inspire me to get with it. But I created this about a couple of years back. Also, I did a video of myself putting this together. So if you're interested to see how I did this. Yeah, and I was supposed to make the other seasons. She's Winterberry. I said, this is Miss Winterberry. And I needed to do spring. I said I was going to make it like, the 4 seasons. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. And I started with winter, but I never got to the others. But that's something that you can do too, just to as I say, stretch your mind and stretch your creativity as well. And then now with this season of Christmas trees and ornaments, and so you can create different ornaments. Now, I didn't make this ornament. My daughter-in-law, she did this with the kids. Well, she can actually do it with the kids, but she put it together, and it's symbolic of last year, 2021, for me to put on the tree. But that's some of the things that you can do too. And this is just a piece of wood, and you can put it together. Now, let me see. There are other people. Let me see what you all are saying. Did I miss people? I've been in and out. Okay, so Deborah's, let's see. I'm going back here. We've got yeah, Beverly said, oh, yes, I will, and have started my knitting. Yes, Beverly is a knitter. And I said hello to Brooke. Hi, Brooke. And Deborah also is a crocheter. I'm crocheting Christmas gifts. That's good. And Francesca, that is really a great idea. You could create puzzles with your pictures. That if you get some cardboard, then you can paste your picture on it, and then you cut it out, and then have the kids and yourself put it together. You can create your own puzzles. Yeah, that's a great idea. That's a really good kid activity to do too. Have the children create their own puzzles from the garden. Have them take pictures of the garden or look through the pictures with you, and then create pictures create a puzzle. Yeah. Yeah, you love the frame. Thank you, Brooke, that you love the frame. Yeah, that's the other thing. You can, when you are going, if you're going, what is it they call it? When you're going out and into the vintage shops and so forth, or you're going thrifting, you can look for now a really decorative frames that you can take out those old pictures and put in your pictures. The other thing is that you can go to like a Walgreens or a drugstore. Many times they will print out a Staples. They will print out your picture for you, and then you can then insert it into your frame, and create a beautiful picture of your garden as well. Yeah, right, right. Let me see what else you all are saying. I think someone has come on new. Hello, Southern Country Roots. Hey, y'all. Hey, how are you? So good to have you. Thank you for coming and joining us. Welcome. Brooke says, I saw Christmas gifts. I think I'm going to do pajamas for everyone this year. Wow, that's good. That's really good. You're patient. Yeah. I used to sew a lot when I was younger, but I don't sew as much as I did before. But even making pillows, Christmas gifts and pillows, or getting that fabric that has, the prints with flowers and so forth, you can do that, and make pillows and different gifts for people. Um, So that's reviewing your old garden pictures and taking during the season. You can organize your seed collection. One of the things that you could do during this time, if you're really wondering and wanting and longing to go back into the garden, but as I said, it's a rainy day, you can't get out there just yet. You can pull out your seed collection and start organizing your seeds. Well, yes, I have been gathering seeds, and it is a mess. I have to tell you, I have envelopes and envelopes because I put the seeds in envelopes, and I just mark them, and I've just been putting them randomly in a box, and they're really not that organized. But now is a good time to really go back and organize your seed catalogs and see what's your seed packets, and see what seeds that you do have and what seeds you might want to give away, and then also that may lead you to join a seed swap, that you might want to start a seed swap or think about giving away seeds to other gardening friends for the season. And so that might be a good project to do as well while you're waiting to get outdoors, and to start to move around. I'm going to start my Lisianthus seeds this weekend. They take a long time to grow. Okay, Brooke. That's another project that you can do. You can start your indoor seed starting for spring. And you can do that as well. Or you could even try an indoor herb garden, like put out on your windowsill, start to seed an indoor herb garden. Or, like many florist shops, or even I think like in Whole Foods, they sell the little herb starts. And hello, Rachel, how are you? Yeah, you can purchase them and plant them and put them on your windowsill and start an indoor herb garden. And we've been talking about starting a tea garden for next year outside. We could start to plan our tea garden, start to plan your herbal garden, right? And put it together there. That's another project that you can work on at this time. So you can start your planning for spring. a lot of people too at this time, they are growing microgreens. You can plant microgreens and watch them grow as well. All right, let me go back and see what you all are saying. That's different, Francesca. Yes, yes. Um, yeah, it's a lot of fun. The children really enjoy seeing the different creations that come out when they open them up. Yeah, that's true about the snow. Um, yeah, so the thing I also want to say hello to Rachel. Rachel has a lot of ideas. If you watch her channel, Brampton Gardner. She is doing so many exciting things. Hello, Cheryl Chisholm. Hello, Miss Catherine. How are you doing this evening? And hello to everyone else. How are you all doing this evening? We're doing fine, thank you. Yeah. If I looked at some of Brampton Gardner, Rachel, she created a miniature village, Christmas village, out front in her garden. And it looks so cute. I love the skating rink. And then when the snow fell on it, it was so cute how the houses and the different objects that you put together looks so good. And she has some great ideas and activities that you can watch and do. She's really good at that, organizing seed swaps and just being a part of community because she lives in Canada and her winter is long. So she has to think about activities to keep her going until she can get outside. So she's a great inspiration, right, Rachel? That was really, really good. Are you going to do the choo-choo train? I don't know if I've seen that, but she also has in the past a Christmas village. Did you do your Christmas village indoors too? That was really, really good. You can, as we did last week, plant your amaryllis bulbs. I planted my amaryllis bulbs and they are actually growing. They turned color and they're growing. I don't know if you saw my video on that with the amaryllis bulbs. They have already started to grow. Let me see if I can stretch over here and show you. Yeah, so, oops. So it's actually starting to grow. You see how it's turning green and was in the box and started to grow, and now that it's out, it is gaining some new leaves and stretching and growing. So that's something that you could do. You can watch it, and see how it develops, and that is another way of growing indoor plants too. Um, some of you are how many of you are house plants lovers? How many of you have house plants that are here? Just put it in the chat. Just say and you can also put what is your favorite house plant? That is the question. What is your favorite house plant? And I think next week we'll talk about house plants maybe. What is your favorite house plant? And do you grow house plants? Put it in the chat because that is another way of that's growing fast. Yes, it is, Francesca. So put it in the chat. Are you my tropical hibiscus? All right. So you brought it indoors, Rachel? Oh, that's nice. I think they said they still flower too. I'm a houseplant killer. Says Brooke. Brooke says she's a houseplant killer. Well, Brooke, there's some houseplants that are easy to grow. What about pothos? Have you tried pothos? They grow, and spider plants, they seem to grow really well. Yeah, it's my only houseplant. I don't do houseplants. Oh, you don't too, Rachel? I know. I agree with you all in a sense too, because I'm not really good with growing houseplants. But this amaryllis, it's doing fine. And I think I'm going to also get myself some of the Christmas, some form of Christmas plant. I just want to see the Christmas plants, and I can't remember what it is right now. Hubby did buy me 3 poinsettias. Yes, that's exactly what I was saying. I said, what is the name of that plant? I'm going to get me a poinsettia. I like my aloe vera plant. Aloe vera is a really good, Francesca. Yeah, they are great. They're medicinal, but they also don't require a whole lot of care, and they grow well too. Yeah. So that's the other thing that you can do as a hobby is to grow your own plants and have indoor house plants. Some of the other ideas that they have here is to make something with the preserves that you have gardened with, like seasons. How many of you have saved your herbs and so forth and are making teas or dried flower arrangements and wreaths? Any of you into that? One year I did that. I actually created with my what do they call it? My hydrangea bushes. I saved the flowers and I created a wreath, a hydrangea wreath. And it stayed up. It lasted actually the whole year. I have a video of that I did in the past of the hydrangea wreath. And that was a really good activity. Any other ideas that you may have that you're doing? Sounds beautiful. It was really nice. The wreath. I got the wire for the wreath from the Dollar Tree. They actually sell those frames to make different wreaths with at the Dollar Tree, and you can use that to make floral arrangements and floral wreaths and things. It's nice. It was a good activity. But in the last couple of years, my hydrangeas, my mop-head hydrangeas, haven't been as prolific as it was that particular year. That year, I just had so many blooms. The hydrangeas in the back and the front, I guess that was the year for hydrangeas. I don't know about you, but every other year, it seems that there is one plant or one grouping of plants that just seems to do very, very well in the garden. And that year was the hydrangeas. And so I was able to make it. So nice. Christmas cactuses are pretty too. Yeah, and they are good. And they also root well too. You can make other plants, little plants with the Christmas cactus as well. Yeah, it is the time to be creative, but also a time to relax. And you know what I did was I pulled out my Victoria magazine. You know, and this is the time too where sometimes I just want to just pull out the Victoria and just look at the different pictures of the different Christmas trees and decor that they have here in it. And this gives some ideas too. You know, just pull out those magazines. Sometimes I would go to the drugstore and just look at the Walgreens and so forth and look at the different magazines and buy myself a couple of magazines just to look at this time of the year, and to gain some ideas and things. And so like this one, I think this one is this is the 2022 edition here of the Victoria. And this one, I think, was last year's. No, this is 2019. And some of the others here that they have. What did you say? Nice Christmas cactus. Yeah. Oh, Cheryl. Hi. Cheryl says, Miss Catherine, I received my pumpkin seeds on yesterday. Also, thank you so much. Oh, you're welcome, Cheryl. I'm so glad that you got it, that you received it. Yeah, you did request it, and I was happy to send it out to you so that you can have them for next year. Yeah, so there are 13 winter activities for gardeners. There's this article that I was looking at, and these are some of the suggestions that she made for activities for winter gardeners. You can plant an indoor herb garden. Oh, Deborah's Beverly said she's waiting on my David Austin Rose catalog. Received notification that it will be arriving soon. You already ordered yours? Bev, I need to go and order my David Austin catalog. They're already out? They're already putting it together? Oh, no. Beverly, you need to send me a listing of all of the different catalogs that you received during the winter months so that we can share that. And I can share it with others and make sure that I have my catalogs so that we could do a video of us watching, have a live. Everybody pull out your seed catalogs. Let's take a look. I could say, turn to page 20. What seeds are you buying? What are you getting? Yes, we need to have waiting on my I didn't even have to order. They said they will be sending it to me. Really? I wonder why they didn't do that for me. Oh no, I gotta make sure I gotta check them out. Yes, definitely. If you have not ordered a David Austin catalog before in the past, make sure that you order one because it is just so beautiful and it's just so interesting. Every year I've been, well, for the last, I would say, 3 or 4 years now, I have been getting my David Austin catalog. Just looking at it, I just loved how it looks. The pictures, it's just so dreamy and cottagey. Because my garden is an urban cottage garden style garden, and so just looking at the roses is just so it just makes me so happy. Yes, it does. And by the way, I finally decided to buy one, to actually buy one of the roses. It's doing well. It's in the front. And I tucked it away. Next year, I'm going to put it in the ground, but it really looks good. It really stayed healthy and good for the year, this growing season. And I'm really creating a rose section in the front there. I have quite a few roses and rose plants, and I'm excited about that. But just looking at the rose catalogs just makes me so happy. So thank you. You've got me excited about the catalogs while we wait. That's another thing. While you're waiting, go and check out some new catalogs. Yes, and have them come in so you'll be ready for that. But here's some other ideas. You can plant an indoor herb garden, which we talked about before. And this is a picture of one that someone put together. They just used some old mason jars and they created an herbal garden. Isn't that cute? Rachel, you saying I'm an enabler? Me? I'm an enabler? I'm enabling you? That's a good thing. Yes, go ahead. Get those catalogs. Yes. Why? Because it gives you joy. Do you see how I perked up with the joy and enthusiasm about that? She mentioned David Austin Rose catalog. And I came alive. Yes, Bev. Thank you. Yes, I'm an enabler. I admit it. It's true. It's true. It's true. What are some other catalogs that you all subscribe to. Come on, put it up there so that we can all get going with it as well. The other thing is work on your garden journal or garden planner. And this person put together a real intricate kind of planner, putting her seeds together. Check that out. Now that is a good idea. Getting a binder, putting your seeds in a binder. Yeah, that's an idea. And this person also took some clay pots, and they created and decorated the pots to put their different objects in. Check that out. Brooke would come up with some good ones for us. Go ahead, girl. Oh, no. Rick told us Hudson Valley Seeds. Whew, I need to write this down. King's Mums. Oh, you and your mums. Yes. Geo Seeds. Van England, Englandland. Brex. I heard of Brex before. Yes, yes. I prefer throwing them in the random boxes and then can't find them. Too many to mention, Lo. Oh, they got you all excited. Catalogs. But what are you going to do while you're waiting for the catalogs, people? Yes. You can make your garden markers. Look what this person put together. Garden markers. Isn't that cute? Yeah. I thought that was good. Of course, plant an amaryllis bulb on Seed Shop online. Oh, okay. Botanical interests. Renee's Garden Seeds. Yes. Brooke, we'll use something else, girl. You just love plants. You just love them. You love them. You love them. Yes, you do. Some seed starting indoors is one of the activities that you can do, seed starting, which we talked about. And then also winter sowing. Yes, you start to gather your stuff together for winter. Baker Creek seeds. Yes, we know Baker Creek. Yes, the heirloom seeds. Winter sowing. Winter sowing is coming up too. Getting your stuff together for winter sowing. So you're going to need those seeds. Good evening, Catherine, everyone in the great chat room. Hey, Thelma, how are you? Yankee Sister Homestead, so good to have you come in and join us. So you might want to get your winter jugs together. Your winter jugs together. Yeah. And start planning. And of course, you can go and start checking out places, that have seeds. Go seed shopping. You have jugs waiting? Yeah. So there are a lot of things that one can do while you're waiting, but also just continue to just stay grateful, stay joyful, and continue just to, hang out with one another like you're doing with me. Visit one another's channels and support. I'm waiting too. Jugs already. All right, Bev. And some people winter sow differently. I love Soil and Margaritas. That she had a different method. And I think also the way that she did it was that she got a container, a clear container, and she put the cups inside of her container and used it that way, creating like a greenhouse effect. I found that that was kind of good too, and especially because we're up here in the Northeast where it's cold. She's cold too. She's in Indiana. or I think she's in Indianapolis. I think she's in Indiana. Um, but I felt that that was a really good method. Thelma has a really good video on her. Yeah, I use solo cups with milkshake lids for winter sewing. Yes, and so and Brooke also, she will show us how she's going to be doing her winter sewing. So we need to, if you have not subscribed to Vintage Gardener, please subscribe to her channel. G Mama Grows, we are celebrating her. She got 1,000 subscribers. Now, all of you all who are hesitating, you too can do this. You can do this. You can do this. Go ahead and share what you know. I have a couple of cold frames to get a head start. That's what Beverly says. And that's Gardens Are Me. Yankee Sister Homestead is actually videoing her garden and what she's doing. She has some really good ideas for you too with that. And Deborah has given me some pictures of her gardening as well. So there are ways for us to get started with this and to continue enjoying our gardens. But while you're waiting, you can also stretch yourself and try new activities to do different things. Yeah. So go ahead and yeah, shout out to G Mama. Yes. Woo! I'm so glad she came on today so we could celebrate her 1,000. Yay! Yes, just celebrated 500. You have 500, Yankee sister. Yay, Yankee. Woo! Thelma, that's great. Yes, that is really a wonderful thing to see that you put out this information and that people appreciate it too. So congratulations on your 500. And the thing is that as we visit and watch other people who garden, be enthusiastic. Don't be afraid to share. You don't have to show your face. You could just show your garden. I just discovered this woman who is in the Carolinas. I think she's in North Carolina. Her name is Analytic Gardener. Analytic Gardener. Wow, and she was just so good. I was like, wow, she should come and join us. Analytic Gardener is her name. And she has she just started. I think she has just a few subscribers, but I just loved her gardening. Let me see if I can find it here. And I don't know her, but yeah, this is her. The Analytic Gardener. Check her out, though. Yes, you know her? Yeah, the Analytic Gardener. She is really, really good. She did a beautiful. You visited her? Yeah, she did a bountiful harvest of greens, and more greens. She did a video on that and got 726 views. But the way that she explained it, she showed it, it was beautiful. And she was talking about growing greens during the winter, now that it's getting colder, and how she does it. And she was just it was just beautiful. So visit her. And she has 169 subscribers, but I really recommend her. I love her videos that I've seen so far. They seem to be really, really, she's just thoughtful and just natural. And then I like what she said about her, this is what she said that really made me happy, because this is what I think that we need to do too. She says, my garden is my place of peace, where I can grow and feed my family. And this channel is to chronicle our journey towards becoming self-sustaining. I said, yes, that's exactly how I feel. You know, I feel that I want to feed my family. I want to enjoy it, and I want to chronicle my gardening growth each year and the changes in my garden, and how to become more self-sustaining. So it made me excited when she wrote. And then she says, I practice no-dig gardening, and that is something that during your time while you're waiting, that's a new research, something new you can research, is the no dig gardening method, especially for those of us who are older now, and we can't be digging and tilling and pulling up weeds and all of that stuff. We all need to utilize this method of the no dig method, getting that cardboard, laying it down, putting your dirt, getting the soil, putting it down on top, your compost, and planting in, or the chip, wood chips, getting your wood chips and so forth. And Brooke has been doing that. She actually showed how to put together her potager, and that's really, really good. She says, I practice the no dig. The analytic gardener says, I practice the no dig gardening while also beginning to incorporate permaculture principles. And that is something that we need to think about too, is it's the concept of permaculture principles. Yeah, permaculture principles. I believe that we often view native wild plants as weeds as weeds instead of examining the original intent, their purpose, so to speak. And that's another thing. And I know, G Mama, that you're big on that, using plants, because I saw your plants about dandelion leaves. G Mama did a good video on her dandelion leaves, and she cut her dandelion leaves to make dandelion tea, and the medicinal uses of the native plants and veggies, and to eat the greens as well. You can make your salad greens. So that is something that you can also explore at this time while you're waiting. Yeah, while you're waiting. So I was really, all of these things I'm interested in. I actually got a book on that, on medicinal native plants, things that grow in your garden that we take for granted and think that they're weeds, but they're actually medicine. Yeah, I've been looking at that. Learning how to observe. She says here, wild plants as weeds instead of examining their original intent, their purpose, so to speak. Thus, I'm learning how to observe, listen, and incorporate what I've learned about plants as food and medicine. Foraging, as some would call it. Eventually, I'll love to turn all of our land into a food forest, but that is a ways off. I hope that our journey inspires you in your own walk. I'd love for us to take this journey of exploration together. Yeah, so I do encourage you. She's a Zone 8A, gardening in Piedmont of North Carolina, urban gardening within the city limits. Yeah, and she just started. She just joined in June of 2022. So I recommend her. Go and check her out. Send her some love. And she doesn't know me. I don't know her. But as I said, I discovered her on YouTube, and just loved her gardening style, and the fact that she was just growing her food, and that whole idea of your food being your, being able to go out into your garden and pick your fresh greens and eat it, and saving. There are so many good gardeners YouTube. Yeah. So that is something that you can do to start to explore and discover other good gardening YouTubers who are out there that that can help to enhance and to support one another, especially yes, indeed, Yankee sister, especially people of color, those who are city dwellers, those who are up there, that if we can come and support one another's channels and help each other to grow. Like the Homesteaders of America, they come together and they support one another. And so we also need to support one another, come together and support one another, and share the knowledge, especially if you're an urban homesteader or urban grower, or city dweller, like myself. Or you're a suburban urban grower. We need to support one another with small space gardens. Yes, and help one another in becoming better at it, more efficient. Yeah, with the conditions that we have around us. Yeah. So, not that we're excluding anyone, but the point is that that's my garden. My garden is an urban cottage garden, and I'm in the city, and I'm in the north, right? And so, zone 6. So those who are around are experiencing that. My city lot is not, I'm not there at an acre yet. It's not an acre garden. It's small space. Yard is huge. My yard is huge. Yeah, but for some it's not huge. It's small. It's a quarter of an acre, I think. A quarter of an acre. Yeah, it's not a full. It's not an acre. It's just a quarter. So, so how do you grow in that? How do you get all of that going? It's enough for me. I'm very happy where I am. But yeah, but it's also good to see what other people are doing with their gardens as well, and even explain. I enjoy all of the garden channels, but I'm saying that we need to support one another. Grew up in the city, but my heart is country. Yeah, yeah. Yes, and so even being able to grow our vegetables in a small plot of land, being able to grow and to enjoy. Yeah, so it's a good thing. It's a good thing. We need to support one another. That's what I'm trying to say. And it doesn't matter about your age as well, because you could be young, and then you could be older, you could be a senior, and still, now is the time to be able to be self-sufficient, to get in the fresh greens, to get in, to grow your own food. That's my point. Okay, grow your own food and find a community of people who want to do the same thing and who love what you're doing. Yeah. Do you all understand what I'm saying? We need to support one another. That's what I'm saying. Yes, and support other gardeners and encourage one another. And that's what I'm hoping that I'm doing here with you all, that you feel encouraged. As Rachel says, I'm an enabler. So I hope you feel enabled. Well, my time is up. And I hope I'm canning broth and cooking dinner and still trying to chat. Oh, thank you. Well, I'm about to end. I hope you all enjoyed it. So let us grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. That's right. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. Uh-huh. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together. Grow, 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 grow together in Catherine's garden and home. In Catherine's garden and home. Yeah, and everyone have a pleasant evening, nighty night. Oh yes, Beverly, thank you so much for coming on and exciting us, getting us excited about the catalogs to come as we grow, 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 grow together. Come on, everybody, pop on and say hello, bye, bye. Hey, Rachel, thank you. Come on up so I can sing your song, sing your name. Grow, Rachel, grow, Beverly, grow, Thelma, grow, everybody, grow together, grow, yeah, grow, Brooke with the chrysanthemums, grow, Cheryl, yeah, grow, come on, let's grow together. Catherine's garden and home, that's right. Grow together. Come on, where are you? G Mama grows. Grow together. Grow together. Grow, Sonia, yeah. Grow, Sonia and Kelly. Grow together. Catherine's garden and home, yes sir. Catherine's garden and home, Grow, Deborah. Where are you, Deborah? Come on, Deborah. Say good night. Grow together. Yes, we're going to grow together. You all make me happy. Grow together. Grow, grand. Grow together. In Catherine's garden and home, that's right. In Catherine's garden and home, everyone grow. It's time to grow. Yes, it is. It's time to grow together. In Catherine's garden and home. Oh, yes. And so enjoy your time. Thank you so much. Everyone, thank you so much for coming and being with me here at Catherine's Garden and Home. I really, truly appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the inspiration. Thank you for the joy. When you see me singing, you know that I'm happy, and you have made me happy, and it comes from within. Darling, grow, darling, yeah, grow, darling Brown. Yes, good night. You make me so happy. So I want you to know that I am thankful. I am grateful for each and every one. No matter where you are in the country, in the world, you are part of this growing community. And let us continue to support one another with visiting one another's channels, subscribing to one another's channels, listening and supporting one another, encouraging others to come and join as well. And I'm inviting you. This is your call to action, to invite others to come and visit me and us here at Catherine's Garden and Home. That's right, that we can continue to grow as we learn and experience life together through the garden. Yeah, and I just wish you a wonderful season as you get ready to prepare for the different holidays and celebrations to come. Those of you that are born in this month of December who get to celebrate your birthdays, we celebrate you as well. And we just love you. So thank you so much, each and every one. Francesca, thank you for coming. Grow together. I don't know who I missed, but if I missed you, it's not because I don't love you. I thank you for coming. I know there's someone else, someone new that I haven't seen before in the channel that came, and I want to say good night to you as well if you are still with us. Thank you for joining us. Cheryl Chisholm, did I say hello to you all? Yes. Good night. I'm trying to just check and see. Southern Country Roots, thank you so much for coming and joining us today. Thank you for being a part of the channel as well in the chat. Yeah, I think that's who I was thinking of. Thank you so much for coming and joining with us and hoping to see others. Cassie and some of the others that have been with us before. You might be listening to the replay, like Gloria and Betty Johnson, yes, and Rambo, some of the others that have come on and show up later on and watching the replay. I say hello to all of you. Thank you. Urban Garden, how are you? How are you? So good to have you come in and pop in. We're about to close. It's so good to see you, Kiki. Thank you, Urban Girl Gardening and Lifestyle. Yeah, I've been checking you out too, and I'm happy that you are growing as well. Let us all continue to grow, 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 grow together, and have a wonderful, wonderful season. Nighty night, everybody. Yay, Kiki. Yay, grow, grow, grow. I'm glad I lingered a little bit because I was about to shut it down. But I'm so glad that you came on, you popped on so that we could say hello. Hi, Kiki. How you doing up there in New York? Upstate New York. How's life up there? I hope all is well. Yes. And I was listening while cooking. Oh, so you were there. Good, 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 good. I hope that you were inspired by us all coming together and just loving on one another. Yeah. So have a wonderful time tonight. God bless you all. Keep you. May you walk and stay in peace. Let shalom, peace, be with you as you go through this week and weekend and even into the rest of this year. Yeah, I feel like just telling you all that I want you to experience peace. So have a wonderful, wonderful night, everybody. See you soon. Bye. As we grow, 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 grow together. Bye. And Catherine's Garden and Home.